Hi, my name is Dr. Moya Bailey, and I'm going to break down the term misogynoir. So what is misogynoir? Misogynoir is a term I coined in 2008 to describe and better explain what I was noticing around the representation of Black women and gender-expansive people in the media, in particular, social media. The representations of Black women and gender-expansive people that I witnessed was limited and negative. It was anti-Black, racist, and sexist, and an outright hatred of Black women and girls. It was so rampant that I coined the term misogynoir to address it. I defined misogynoir as the anti-Black racist misogyny that Black women and people read as Black women experience. So how does misogynoir show up in our lives and broader society? Misogynoir shows up through negative images and stereotypes that have devastating real-life impacts on Black women. For example, you might have heard the term welfare queen. The welfare queen was a term and stereotype promoted by the Reagan administration in the 80s to disparage Black women seeking government assistance. The welfare queen was depicted as a Black single mother committed to taking down the government through her use of social services. The welfare queen stereotype successfully convinced the American public that Black women were the primary users of welfare, hence a burden to society, even though then and now, white people are the primary beneficiaries of welfare. Public policies to this day, like public housing, education, and healthcare, just to name a few, are created with misogynoir baked into the plans. Another example of misogynoir is the use of drag by Black male comedians to portray stereotypes about Black women. Tyler Perry's Medea, Flip Wilson's character Geraldine, Shanae by Martin Lawrence, and most recently, TT by Blame It on Quay are examples of this phenomenon. These different characters, while funny to many, are very problematic. Why? They inform ideas that we have about Black women, especially dark-skinned Black women. These characters suggest that dark-skinned Black women are unattractive, loud, unlovable, and over the top. Also, these characters have a disproportionate impact on Black trans women because they imply that Black trans women are not real women, but only men playing drag. It is a stereotype that leads to deadly consequences for Black trans women. Misogynoir shows up everywhere, in our lives, our families, communities, and broader society, so we must all commit to defeating it. But how do we do that? We do so by tapping into Black feminisms, by uplifting whole and healthy representations of Black women, girls, and gender-expansive folks, and by interrupting moments in our lives where we see misogynoir showing up. It requires the transformation of all of us, that we be different and transform our hatred of Black women, girls, and gender-expansive people into respect, resources, and power. Black feminisms can show us how.